upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
On second down, here's a run with Mack. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll be 3rd and 10 now. Brissett. Well, he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there that brings up 4th. Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. Back deep, Khalif Raymond. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 29-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here we go on 2nd and 12. Got a man. It's Brown. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
58 for Mike, 58 for Mike. You ain't going nowhere. 58, right over there. Ready.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that's caught by Smith. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 17 yards on that play for the Titans.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards.
Recon, 132 fighter.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this. Saw once again on that last play, stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Boy, such a good drive. You'd hate to have it end in 3. Do you think about going for it?
Absolutely. I mean, the fact that they've moved the ball so well should lead you to the decision that maybe we should go for it right here. Also, as a head coach, show some confidence in your team. Let them know you think they can go get it.
Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. They'll run it out of the gun with Mack. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. Brissett from the gun on 3rd. He's going to air one out. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll kick it away for the second time. .44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Taken in at the 22. Now a late flag comes in as they got him down via the face mask, and that'll give him even better starting position. Excellent field position after the face mask penalty. 1st and 10 out near midfield. He'll drop to throw. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And all the way down to the 33-yard line. A good pickup there, 22. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They're going to look to throw. This will be caught by Brown. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
That is caught. It's Tajay Sharp. Touchdown, Titans. Tajay Sharp with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Point in the middle, and the lead grows to 10-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Dane Cruikshank. And he's going to score. It's a Titans touchdown. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
Blitz the uprights, and that makes our score 17-0. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go around? Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Harold Landry, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. On 2nd down, it's Mack. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They've been off to the races already. A 17-0 lead. Now a chance for more here as they've got it 1st and 10. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Ready for the second quarter from Tennessee, and it's the homestanding Titans in possession as they've got it 2nd and 7. 17-0 our score after 1. On second down, here's Henry. Oh, he's got some breathing room. That one good for 33 and a first.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down now, it's Henry, and he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down at the Colts' 19-yard line. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
The Colts on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 7. Throwing, Brissett. Catch made here by Campbell. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's home. And a fake here. Direct snap to the up man. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. So they get the first down. Maybe not a huge play in terms of yardage, but the fake punt does the job. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
I'm on.
Brissett now. They'll run the screen with Mack. And some room to work. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So a big pickup that time. And Charles, defending AFC Player of the Week, maybe bucking towards another award this week.
Yeah, and they say they don't really care about the individual awards. You and I both know
they do.
It means a lot to them. It means respect around the league. And if he's able to show those kind of hands all game long, he can win a second one.
First down throw for Brissett. He completes this one to Mack. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Brissett. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. Again, it's Brissett. And not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Let's go. Right there. 54. Right there. 54, Mike.
Into the air once more. It's Brissett. And he connects with Ebron. And he doesn't quite make it. Taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Boy, they had it at the 1. The false start moves it to the 6 now for 1st and goal. Out of the gun, here's a give to Mack. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. They give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 1-yard line.
Second and goal from the 1.
They're going to need some therapy after this.
They'll run it with Mack. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Looking to run with Mack. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave him with a 4th and goal.
Keep playing.
Now Greg Joseph for the field goal try. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL.
Right there. 54, right there. 54, Mike.
Brissett to throw for it on 4th. And it'll be intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. On the ground, it's Thomas. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
30 base.
Hey, let's go. Come. Know your job.
Bravo.
51, Mike.
Snap.
Looking to throw. The open man is Smith. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work. And that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a first down.
Go, Mike 50. Man, that's trash. That's trash.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Being chased out left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left. It's caught inside the 25. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Back to throw. He gets it to Thomas. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal.
80 weapon. 5.
2nd and 9 now. Eluding the pressure right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. This will be play number 8 on the drive. It's 3rd and goal. They'll set up to throw. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Jonnu Smith in the final seconds of the first half. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. No surprise there. 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
And they'll have excellent field position to begin this drive as he's all the way up to midfield at the 50. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, this is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spend the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Again, it's Henry. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Derrick Henry. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. Tackle made there by Buda Baker.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
22-jet bomber, 22-jet.
2nd and 6. He's going deep for Brown. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now back to throw. He's going to air one out. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
A run by Mack to start the drive. Now they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. From the 16, Brissett.
Anytime you eclipse 100 yards rushing, you deserve the acclaim.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Dane Cruikshank. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Recon, 132 fighter.
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And an alley to run. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one good for 33 and a 1st. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Henry. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll let this go for the end zone. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smile.
Yeah, and we didn't jinx him at all, did we?
No.
Because ordinarily that happens, things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique, his ability to see the quarterback throw the ball while understanding where the receiver is running his route allows him to make a lot of plays on the football, and he's taking it away at a really high rate.
That's going to line up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play, now 2nd and 13. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. He was looking that time to get it to Paris Campbell, and it'll bring up 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Brissett. And that is incomplete. Another drive comes and goes, still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for Indianapolis. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the...
Now this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked up by Rock Ya-Sin. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. So that'll back them up 5. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down.
Here I come. Here I come. Here I come. Here I come.
Here's Mack. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for